This is the OTB Television Network, a service of Capital District Off-Track Betting.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this week's edition of Horses and Courses. 18 races to bring you, including 4 from Saturday afternoon at Laurel. We'll kick off this week's show. Up first, the Jennings Handicap.
Jennings field off and running. 8 to Fast to Catch, and Who Dat Boy is right there early on. 8 to Fast to Catch now on the lead. In second is Who Dat Boy, but left a length and a half behind. Then it's Wild Lewis there, and Concealed Identity's in between horses. Concealed Identity third, Wild Lewis is fourth. Bellfire is in fifth, and Out Hall and late running Tooth and Claw. In the back of the pack now, some 8 lengths off that free running 8 to Fast to Catch and Forest Boyce. And a 24-1 opening quarter. 8 to Fast to Catch, eager to roll along, but under a rating hold out there with a 4.5 to 5 length lead. In second now is Who Dat Boy with Bellfire just outside, and Wild Lewis is next. Then Concealed Identity lost a spot or 2 and passed by Out Hall on the outside, and Tooth and Claw still about 13 off that pacemaker 8 to Fast to Catch. So 8 to Fast to Catch at 4 to 5 leads them into the far turn after a 47.5 mile. With a half dozen length advantage, Bellfire is fully extended and under a drive to try to catch 8 to Fast to Catch. And third is Wild Lewis, now 11 lengths from the front. Then it's Concealed Identity racing in the 4th spot. Giving way a bit is Who Dat Boy, then Out Hall is second last, and Tooth and Claw is trailed throughout. They're in the stretch after 6 and 111 flat. 8 to Fast to Catch and Forest Boyce making it look like a workout. Forrest takes a peek over to the back of the competition there, 7 lengths behind from Wild Lewis, is now clearly into second, and Bellfire is third as they race to the second wire in the Jennings Handicap. 8 to Fast to Catch, a dozen wins at Laurel. Adding the Jennings Handicap to his stakes collection, Wild Lewis was second.
8 to Fast to Catch clearly was under Forest Boyce. The high weight in the Jennings Handicap goes off at 4 to 5 and never has an anxious moment. The final tally is 6 lengths, returning $3.60 for trainer Timothy Keefe. Wild Lewis finishes second, with Concealed Identity third in Saturday's Jennings. Also on Saturday afternoon, we'll have 3 consecutive 6-furlong stakes races. Up first, the Smart Halo.
And they're off. Bacopa Breeze and Hop the 6 very fast away from the gate. And so it's Bacopa Breeze now ahead in front. Hop the 6 and Hug a Tree is right there with early speed 2. A length and a half, and Henny's Princess is next. And Who's in Town to the back of the pack. Silver Valley out 3 wide. And Coca-Cola is last and 4 wide. Coca-Cola last and 6 lengths off that pace up ahead from Hop the 6 and Bacopa Breeze. They're fighting nose to nose on the lead. And Hug a Tree is right there with Zip 2 on the far outside, joining up 3 wide. It's another 2 back. Who's in Town? Coca-Cola's now got 5 lengths to make up. Henny's Princess, Silver Valley, has tailed off to last position as they come past the 5/16 pole. It was a 22 contested opening quarter at the top of the lane where Bacopa Breeze has a narrow lead. The whip is out on Hug a Tree. Hop a 6 is dropped back. Who's in Town trying to split rivals, and Coca-Cola's out wide on the track at a 46-second half mile. Here comes Coca-Cola on the outside, but Bacopa Breeze has got the lead. Bacopa Breeze, Coca-Cola is trying to gun her down on the outside. Bacopa Breeze digging down for the challenge of Coca-Cola. Bacopa Breeze turning back Coca-Cola. Bacopa Breeze breezing in from Beulah to win the Smart Halo Stakes by a half length. Coca-Cola was second, and then it's Who's in Town third, and Henny's Princess.
And the winner, up on the pace early, takes over the lead, holds off to score by 3/4 of a length, beating the favorites behind him, returning $15.60 for the minor upset in the Smart Halo on Saturday. Coca-Cola, the even money favorite under Chris DiCarlo, finishes second, and the 3-2 second choice, Who's in Town, under Alex Cintron, finishes third in the Smart Halo. Continuing on at Laurel, up next, a name that should be familiar to longtime NYRA watchers, used to hold the 6-furlong track record on the main track at the Big A, Dave's Friend.
And they're off. Oh, almost coming out of the irons there, actually did, was Carlos Marquez Jr. Congressional Page's last after an awkward break. Guam Typhoon is fast with First Smiley to the inside. Guam Typhoon just half, now 3/4 from First Smiley. Second, Action Andy is on the chase, then Rainbow Air is in fourth. As another 6 back in Service for 10 is next. Then second last is Escrow Kid, and after that poor beginning, Congressional Page is last into the far turn, where First Smiley's got a narrow lead. Ahead in front, First Smiley's pushed through to the inside from Guam Typhoon into the turn, and they're joined by Rainbow Air, who's ratcheting up the pressure in a 22 opening quarter. 3 of them right across the track, and Action Andy chasing the trio toward the quarter pole. Here's Service for 10 trying to unwind now, and Service for 10 is coming with a run. They make the turn in with Rainbow Air the leader. Service for 10 meaning business out of the center of the track after a 45 1/2 mile, and so on the inside for Smiley is digging. For Smiley's come right back. Service for 10 continues momentum on the outside. Rainbow Air's flattened between horses in third. Service for 10 and Sheldon Russell. Service for 10 in the Dave's Friend to win it a length and a half. For Smiley with a big effort, and Escrow Kid may about bobbed Rainbow Air third.
And saw a little disqualification there as second under the wire. First Simile was disqualified in place 6, but that didn't affect Sheldon Russell and Service for 10 as they score the victory in the Dave's Friend, returning $6.80. Elevated to second is Escrow Kid, by far the longest shot on the board at 43-1. Rainbow Air finishes, is placed third underline as third choice in the wagering. Guam Typhoon, 8-5 favorite in the Dave's Friend, finishes last. Our fourth and final stakes race from Saturday afternoon at Laurel Park, the James F. Lewis.
And they're off. Oh, a stumble, bad stumble for Aaron's Orient out of the gate. Pure Sensation fires out with It's a Bang from the rail. Then joint custody and a hard scent. Corfu's up there in the 4th spot. Mr. Pollard is in 5th, and Open the Bank is racing 6th in the second flight of runners, a length and a half more. And it's Debt Ceiling next, then Ready for Action behind about 3 wide with a far turn run. Even wider out is Elevated. And then it's Jesse the Marine. Aaron Zorian is up against it after that stumbling beginning, has improved a couple of spots there. Ready for Action just steadied. And into the turn, Barracuda Wayne trailing the field. In the far turn, Pure Sensation and a 22-2 opening quarter, firing a length and a half in front from Corfu second, and Debt Ceiling is third. It's a Bang racing fourth, and a separation of 5. Mr. Pollard is next. The others have to pick it up. Aaron's Orient has recovered to move through between horses, actually running a pretty big race here, but driven some 8 lengths off that leader, who is still Pure Sensation at the top of the stretch. It's a Bang angles out after a 45 2/2 mile. Pure Sensation. It's a Bang on the outside, running willingly second, just trying to grind down Pure Sensation. Julian Pimentel, Pure Sensation. Jesse the Marine rolling on the inside. Here comes Jesse the Marine. Jesse the Marine to win in the final strides, beating Pure Sensation. It's a Bang in joint custody.
Jesse the Marine wraps up the stakes action at Laurel with a 2-year-old stakes victory for Daniel Santino at a very healthy 35-1, scoring a victory by a neck, returning $73.80. Pure Sensation, we've seen in New York, went to the front, just gets beat by a neck as the fourth choice in the wagering, It's a Bang finishes third. Corfu, who we saw all this summer at Saratoga, the 9-5 favorite, finishes 5th. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, Mountaineer and Woodbine.
The future of online betting is here, and only at the all-new CapitalOTBBet.com. With a newly designed and engineered internet wagering platform, enhanced video streaming, additional funding options, and 3 new individual wagering opportunities, CapitalOTBBet.com delivers a state-of-the-art wagering experience found nowhere else in horse racing. Combine that with our all-new mobile website. You have 2 of the most powerful, innovative, and advanced wagering platforms available today. CapitalOTBBet.com. Log on today.
Hey race fans, head down to the all-new Clubhouse Racebook and get in the game. With live horse racing on more than 250 flat-screen TVs, state-of-the-art wagering terminals, fantastic food and drinks, an amazing Vegas-style atmosphere with seating for nearly 900 of your closest friends. Conveniently located at 711 Central Avenue, right off Exit 5 of I-90 in Albany, the Clubhouse Racebook is the better choice.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Turning our attention to Mountaineer on Tuesday evening, about 10:30 at night. We have the sophomore sprint.
And they're off in the sophomore sprint championship. Go Do Go on the outside begins alertly. There is Gunderson on the inside showing speed. Black Hornet did not come out well. There's Smash and Grab. He's prompting these early issue. These three line up front. Music in the House comes out in fourth. We have Patrick S. He's an early fifth. He's 2.5 lengths off the lead, just in front of Take It Like a Man and Black Hornet. The two favorites are last and second last. They race down the backstretch, half mile out. Advantage here on the inside of Music in the House. But there goes Go Do Go on the outside to now poke the nose in front, and Smash and Grab is between that pair. Right there up and on him is Patrick S. He's fourth. He's within two. Gap of four further back to Take It Like a Man, racing to the outside of Gunderson. Trailer is still Black Hornet. Around that far turn, quarter mile to go, and now Go Do Go has made his move. It's Go Do Go who's opened up over two here. Music in the House is back to second, and it's Smash and Grab racing with Patrick S. top of the stretch. Go Do Go is off the corner, two to the good. Music in the House is now coming at him. Go Do Go needs to hurry for a final furlong. Music in the House inching closer. There goes Music in the House now to strike the front. Go Do Go is back to second. Late rally, far too late for Black Hornet. It is Music in the House. He's a sophomore sprint champion. Black Hornet, great effort to finish second. Then it was Go Do Go third. Smash and Grab ran fourth.
And this year, the sophomore sprint championship goes to Music in the House under Angel Jimenez. They score the upset victory, returning $21.60. And Black Hornet, who was well back early, finishes second as the 8-5 favorite. Go Duke Go, longest shot on the board, finishes third at Mountaineer in the sophomore sprint. North of the border, Friday afternoon, the 107th running of the Autumn Stakes.
Ready for a start. They're at the post. They're off in the Autumn Stakes. Occasional View broke on top. Pender Harbor shows early speed from the outside. Then Ultimate Destiny and Alpha Better will measure them from the rail as they head to the 7/8 pole. And they're running through that first turn. Occasional View. Occasional View leads it by a half a length to Pender Harbor. Alpha Better will save ground through that initial turn. Awesome Overture comes on in third position. Back and forth now is Alpha Better. Ultimate Destiny runs along in fifth position, 4 lengths off the lead. There's a break of 3 to Perfect the Fleet. Then we have a Peyton. To the outside, Bowman's Causeway. James Street was last. Now's picked up 2 as they run along the backstretch. Occasional View along the backstretch, watched intently by Pender Harbor. The half was 48-4. Occasional View to the far turn, shoulders the load. Pender Harbor is breathing down his throat. Awesome Overture in third position. Alpha Better is fourth. Back in fifth is Ultimate Destiny. Then Peyton. James Street is a dozen lengths off the lead and being scrubbed on now by Patrick Husbands with 2 furlongs to go. Occasional View running huge on the lead. Omar Moreno points Occasional View toward the wire. They've opened up 3, and Alpha Better is poised to do some running on the far outside, but it's still Occasional View still in charge. Occasional View, Alpha Better trying to close. He is closing now, but he's running out of racetrack. Occasional View, Alpha Better got there. Last jump, Alpha Better won the Autumn. Occasional View second, Pender Harbor was third.
Alpha Better, ladies and gentlemen, with Justin Stein in the saddle, his third choice in the wagering, returns $10.10 for Daniel Vella. Occasional View finishes second. Pender Harbor finishes third. And in a race where the 5 horses that they bet finish in the top 5, James Street, who was the 5-2 betting favorite, finishes 5th in Friday's Autumn Stakes. Saturday afternoon, we have the 33rd running of the Jammed Lovely.
They're off in the Jammed Lovely Stakes. Blessed One broke well. Line of best fit from the extreme outside. Now Tequila Mockingbird is making up ground. Phil Zana's in that early mix. 4 of them across the racetrack as they leave the chute and come onto the main track. There's a break of close to 5 to Silent Treat. Then we have Checkered Past and the Gray. Coachella Valley as they run along the backstretch And that opening quarter was 23-1, and Tequila Mockingbird emerged from that scrum with the lead. Here comes Silent Treat, though, up quickly on the outside to test Tequila Mockingbird, and Tequila Mockingbird kicks away again. 3/4 of a length now. Silent Treat is second. Blessed One in that pink cap third. Philzana caught a little wide with 3 furlongs to go. Coachella Valley is down toward the rail. Appears to have some run, but lacks running room. Far outside for Line of Best Fit. Checkered Past trails just 4 lengths off the lead, though. They're at the top of the stretch, and Silent Treat has come away with the lead for Michelle Rainford. It's Silent Treat as they turn for home. Philzana's called on for more run in tight there. Coachella Valley, who's finally found some racing room, and here comes Coachella Valley. A gray streak at the rail. Coachella Valley has surged to the lead in the last 16th of a mile. Checkered Past has come from last, but Coachella Valley got first run and won the Jammed Lovely. Checkered Past was second, then Silent Treat and Philzana.
Emma Jane Wilson aboard the winner here, ladies and gentlemen, who was the second longest shot on the board at nearly 16-1 for Reed Baker, returning $33.80. The favorite, Checkered Past, at 6-5, finishes second, half a length behind. Silent Treat finishes third in Saturday's Jammed Lovely. Sunday afternoon, the 110th running at Woodbine of the Coronation Stakes.
They're at the post. They're off in the Coronation Futurity. And Heart to Heart is aggressive in the early going to the outside, asserting Bear as they move in front of us for the first time, and keen on the lead is Heart to Heart. Jesse Campbell trying to settle that one down on the front end. Asserting Bear is just off his flank in a second position as they run into the turn. Down to the inside is Majestic Sunset. Then we have Matador. Just to the inside of Matador is Mano Bear. Amise Holiday back about 5.5 lengths off the lead. Back to the trailer, Wild Cow. 24-2 for that opening quarter mile, and they move into the Woodbine backstretch. And loose on the lead is Heart to Heart. Leads it by 2 lengths to Asserting Bear. Then we have the Oxley runners. On the inside, Majestic Sunset. On the outside, Matador. Then back to Mano Bear. Amise Holiday is 6.5 lengths off the lead, has 1 horse beaten. Wild Cow with just under a half mile to go. They ran that opening half in 49 flat, and they're chasing Heart to Heart. Asserting Bear, inching closer now. Down to the inside is Majestic Sunset, and Husbands gives Matador a little nudge now. The Cup and Saucer winners asked to pick it up. Down toward the inside, Amise Holiday will squeeze between horses now at the quarter pole, and they arrive at the top of the stretch. Heart to Heart is fully extended. Heart to Heart, Asserting Bear. Here comes Mano Bear. Amise Holiday has a wall of horses in front of that one deep stretch. Asserting Bear in the center, and on the outside, it's Mano Bear. At the rail is Majestic Sunset. They're coming down to the line. Asserting Bear storms home to win the Coronation Futurity.
And we'll see if the crown fits for Asserting Bear, who scores the upset victory, returning $19.90 for Reed Baker, winning consecutive stakes races at Woodbine over the weekend. Majestic Sunset at better than 20-1 finishes second. Mano Bear finishes third. Amise Holiday, the 3-5 favorite who finished fifth, was disqualified and placed last in the Coronation. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, Churchill Downs, Golden Gate, and Hollywood Park.
Listen to what people are saying about the Clubhouse Racebook.
It's really nice. It's really modern, open, bright, and there's definitely a lot more machines where you can make your wagers. And I like the fact that it's open. Anywhere I look, I can see football if I want to, or any of the tracks. Then I can also see the people that I've seen for many years. You feel comfortable. The staff is great. It makes you feel comfortable. It's a nice place to spend an afternoon on the weekend.
Each morning on the OTB TV network, you get the very best in horse racing programming. Weekdays begin with the Handicappers Report, where professional handicappers share their selections and analysis of the day's racing. Followed by Racing Across America, a daily conversation with racing personalities from around the country. Saturdays include Down the Stretch, where Mark Casano speaks with the biggest names in racing. And Sunday mornings, it's Loose on the Lead, where Steve Bick and I offer news and a unique lineup of weekly guests. All here on the OTB TV network.
Turning our attention to Churchill Downs, a pair of 3-year-old turf stakes races on Saturday afternoon. Up first, the Commonwealth Turf.
They're in the gate. And they're off in the Commonwealth Turf. In the centre, Brave Man was away alertly, and towards the inside is Ruler of Love. Ruler of Love may just have a slender lead over River 7, Brave Man, and then the grey Frack Daddy, who's now going right round the outside, and Frack Daddy will try and head them all off as they go to the clubhouse turn. Ruler of Love against the hedge. Frack Daddy out wide racing in second. River 7 is in third. Dorset flashing more than usual early speed around the outside is now moving up in a share of third, followed by Brave Man and Kagan in very tight quarters in the pink colours. Around the outside is O'Prado Olay. Then towards the inside hedge is Winning Cause through the quarter of 23 and 4. Legitimate early tempo here. Golden Sabre is racing just on the heels of that leading group. Then taking a keen hold is Morrow Tap, who's been held together early. Leighton Register towards the inside, and held up at the back of the pack is Formidable Heart as they go through halfway in the 10th running of the Commonwealth Turf. The half in 49 and 1. They're about to leave the back straight behind them. Frack Daddy looms towards the outsider of Ruler of Love. These are still the first two. Dorset will go into the turn, racing in third. River 7 is in fourth. Brave Man is now in fifth. Around the outside, O'Prado Olay. Then to the inside is Winning Cause, followed by Kagan, who's had a very rough trip. Golden Sabre is asked to try and quicken, and so too Morrow Tap as they come into the lane. And it is Frack Daddy against the hedge. Dorset towards the outside. River 7 bursting through between those two. Down the outside, here comes Kagan. They're deep inside the final furlong. Frack Daddy taken on now by River 7. River 7, Frack Daddy. Then Kagan. Flying late is Morrow Tap. Racing towards the line. It is River 7. River 7 takes the 10th running of the Commonwealth Turf. It was the second win in the race for jockey Sean Bridgmahan as River 7 got the better of Frack Daddy at the end of the Commonwealth Turf.
River 7, the 5-2 betting favorite, the offspring of Johannesburg, scores the half-length victory for Sean Bridgmahan. They returned $7.40. And Frack Daddy, who had a tough outside post position under Alan Garcia, was third choice in the wagering. He finishes second, and Kagan at 25-1 finishes third in the Commonwealth Turf. Also on Saturday afternoon, 3-year-old fillies on the turf in the Mrs. Revere.
And they're off in the Mrs. Revere, and it was a very level break. Towards the inside, Quality Kitten is flashing early speed and takes the early advantage over I'm Already Sexy and Zero Game. The one who's dropped right out the back of the field early is EB Rider from her very wide post. It is Zero Game who leads. In second, Quality Kitten. I'm Already Sexy is in third, and Nellie Cashman is in fourth. Frivolous to the outside is racing in fifth. Then towards the inside, Effie Trinket is in sixth. Towards the outside, racers in seventh position, remember then, as they go towards the back, followed by Keening, and then Dance Again, who's towards the outside. Then being outpaced is Emotional Kitten through the 23 and 2 opening quarter mile. Tappy Cat towards the outside of Allegheny Angel. The late running Prior only has one beat, that's EB Rider at halfway in the 23rd running of the Mrs. Revere, and it's Zero Game who leads them along now by just over a length. Then towards the inside, getting closer, is Nellie Cashman. Out wide, the light blue I'm Already Sexy, and there between horses is Quality Kitten. A break then of 2 lengths back to Effie Trinket, who goes into the turn, racing now in 6th place, and they're on the turn, and Zero Game has got the lead, but only just. Here comes I'm Already Sexy around the outside as they race down towards the final quarter mile. Round the wide outside, Frivolous tries to make her presence felt, and so too Effie Trinket. It is now I'm Already Sexy, taken on by Frivolous. Towards the outside is Effie Trinket, and through on the inside is Nellie Cashman. Inside the final furlong they go. Effie Trinket and Sean Bridgman are out in front now. Now the cavalry begin to close. Here comes Emotional Kitten. Emotional Kitten trying to get to Effie Trinket. It is Emotional Kitten. Emotional Kitten wins for Victor Espinoza and tags Effie Trinket right on the wire. Dance Again stayed on, so too did Prior, but too late. And hanging on towards the inside came Nellie Cashman and Frivolous.
From an inside post position, Emotional Kitten, the familiar silks of Ken and Sarah Ramsey, the offspring of Kitten's Joy, scores the 1/2 length victory coming from off the pace. Was only 4 horses in this field of 14, ladies and gentlemen, who were single digits. The third favorite in the race was Emotional Kitten, who returns $11.80. New York bred Effie Trickett finishes second, and at better than 50-1, Dance Again, I'm Already Sexy, who was the 3-1 lukewarm favorite in the Mrs. Revere, finishes 9th. Northern California, our next stop at Golden Gate for the Oakland Stakes.
It is around about the middle of the wagering. They're racing. And Ain't No Other is away brilliantly from Moonshine Bay and Coach Bob, Gallant Sun, and then comes Scorpion Warrior, Longview Drive, our West Coast Ghost, Mel's Game very deep, and 3 lengths Administer. At the end of a furlong, and Moonshine Bay shoots to the lead from Ain't No Other and Coach Bob. 2 lengths to Gallant Sun, our West Coast Ghost, Mel's Game on a wide run down the back stretch, Scorpion Warrior back along the rail. 2 lengths Administer with Longview Drive the trailer, and a dozen lengths covers the Oakland field. Moonshine Bay by a head. Pressed at the 3/8 pole by Ain't No Other, just a neck to Coach Bob, 3 out. Gallant Sun camped in behind them, 4th from our West Coast Ghost, Mel's Game. Then comes Administer with 5 lengths to make up. Scorpion Warrior the fence, and last is Longview Drive. They're at the quarter pole, led by Moonshine Bay. Gallant Sun's getting up along the inside. Moonshine Bay feels the whip. Gallant Sun shoots straight past him. Then Ain't No Other, who's pretty flat-footed. Next is our West Coast Ghost, and Administer towards the inside, but Gallant Sun is out full of running in the Oakland. It's Gallant Sun powering away. He'll win it brilliantly by 4 lengths. Administer through on the inside, got second. Moonshine Bay third. Longview Drive from last into the superfecta. Then Ain't No Other, followed by Scorpion Warrior, our West Coast Ghost, Mel's Game, and Coach Bob.
Gallant Sun scores the victory by 2+ lengths, returning $13.40, sitting off the fast internal fractions of the Oakland Stakes. Administrator finishes second. Moonshine Bay finishes third under Dennis Carr. The 7-5 favorite, Ain't No Other, finishes 5th in Saturday's Oakland Stakes. Down to Southern California, Hollywood Park, up first, 2-year-old fillies in the Sharp Cat.
They're off. Pleasant Miss is as for speed. Be Proud at the rail. These 2 fast into stride. Saintly Joan away a close third. Then comes Georgia running in 4th, followed by Perched, and the early trailer is Arethusa. Good solid pace on to the backstretch, and the leader is Pleasant Miss as she clears in front of Be Proud, who had to check briefly off her heels. Pleasant Miss leads by a length. Be Proud shifts to the outside to re-attack in second, and these 2 motor along. Pleasant Miss a half length in front of Be Proud in second. Saintly Joan races in third. She's about 2 from the front, with Georgia just inside of her. Those 4 have sprinted far clear of Perched, who's about 10 lengths behind, and she's 2 in front of Arethusa as they run up the backstretch in the 8th. Sharp Cat Stakes, and Be Proud takes over the lead. At the half-mile marker, it's Be Proud, now a neck in front of Pleasant Miss in second. Saintly Joan continues to gallop third. She's 2 from the front. Georgia is 4th now, but Georgia's dropping out of it. Something's gone amiss with Georgia as she has completely dropped out of it. Back to last, passed by both Arethusa, who moves into 4th, and Perched. So Be Proud is the leader towards the quarter pole. It is Be Proud, a 2.5 length advantage. Arethusa is third now, but she's about to get into second. Outside of Saintly Joan, it looks like it's down to those 2, and Be Proud has the lead, but Arethusa begins to run after her and lengthen her stride. Be Proud settles into the lane. A 2-length lead, but she'll have to work right down to the wire because here comes Arethusa, and Arethusa has blown right by. Be Proud is left back in second. Saintly Joan is third and Perched. It's Arethusa straight and strong. Arethusa wins the 8th Sharp Cat Stakes, and she wins by 7. Be Proud was second. Saintly Joan third. Perched finished 4th.
Cora Nakatani, about as easy as it gets for Owen Hardy and Darley. This 2-year-old, who was the 2nd longest shot on the board, wins by better than 8, returning $23 on the nose. Be Proud, second choice in the wager at 9-5, finishes a well-beaten second and well clear of Saintly Joan, who finished third. Georgia, the even money favorite, beats 1 horse. Of course, Georgia beats Pleasant Miss by nearly 42 lengths in Saturday's Sharp Cat. Sunday afternoon at Hollywood Park, and over the course of a year on Horses and Courses, you can count probably on one hand the number of stakes races we have at 7.5 furlongs. The Cat's Cradle.
They're off. Good start. Kiona actually broke on top, but is taken in hand by Stevens, so she and Sister Kate will set the pace. Through from the inside, Warren's Vanita, and Warren's Vanita now moves up to be second as Kiona is now taken back to fourth. Ciao Bella Luna's into the bit early, and the early trailer is Curvy Cat. Up the backstretch they run with Sister Kate a half length in front of Ciao Bella Luna, who's on the outside in second. 3/4 of a length to Warren's Vanita, third at the rail, and now a length and a quarter off the lead. Then comes Sister Kate, who has moved up. Sister Kate's the leader. Curvy Cat, her stablemate, has moved up into fourth and 3.5 off the lead. And now Kiona is fifth and last at the half-mile pole, 4 lengths from first to last as they leave the backstretch in the 17th Cat's Cradle Handicap, and Sister Kate is the leader. Sister Kate is a half length in front of Ciao Bella Luna in second. Warren's Vanita is off the rail and 3 wide for her attack. And here comes Warren's Vanita to draw within 3/4 of a length of the lead. And she is traveling very comfortably for Joe Talamo. Then it's 2 lengths to Curvy Cat. Kiona is the trailer. Top of the stretch, Sister Kate leads. Warren's Vanita runs alongside, and Warren's Vanita pokes her neck in front. Curvy Cat has moved up into third, soon into second, but Warren's Vanita comes to the final 16th with a 2-length lead. Curvy Cat is after her in second. Sister Kate back to third. Warren's Vanita and Curvy Cat. Warren's Vanita, yes! The 17th Cat's Cradle Handicap goes to Warren's Vanita, 3/4 of a length over Curvy Cat. Sister Kate finished third.
Joe Talamo aboard the 6-5 winning favorite for Craig Lewis. They return $4.60. Curvy Cat finishes second, with Sister Kate finishing third. The favorite was 6-5 in the Cat's Cradle. In the field of 5, the long shot was Sister Kate at 7-1. Warren's Vanita finishes 3/4 of a length in the 7.5 furlong victory in the Cat's Cradle. Take a quick break. When we come back, 5 from the Big A.
This is Steve Beck. Join me Tuesday through Saturday here on OTB TV for At the Races, my Sirius XM daily news magazine of the thoroughbred industry. Handicapping, interviews, analysis, everything you could want. 6 a.m. OTB TV.
Listen to what people are saying about the Clubhouse Racebook.
It's really nice. It's really modern, open, bright, and there's definitely a lot more machines where you can make your wagers. And I like the fact that it's open. Anywhere I look, I can see football if I want to, or any of the tracks. Then I can also see the people that I've seen for many years. You feel comfortable. The staff is great. It makes you feel comfortable. It's a nice place to spend an afternoon on the weekend.
I'm Steve Beck.
And I'm Seth Merrill.
Together, we're loose on the lead on Capital OTB, Sundays at 10 a.m. Why should they watch, Seth?
Sit down on Sunday, have a bagel, get some great racing conversation.
Cream cheese only, no jelly. Sundays, 10 a.m., loose on the lead, Capital OTB.
Turn our attention to the Big A. 5 stakes races over the weekend, 3 on Saturday, 2 on Sunday. Up first Saturday afternoon, the Vigro Libra for New York Breds.
They're in the gate. And they're off. Court Dancer, there goes Carolinian and Mayshares, and Carolinian out for the lead. Mayshares backing out of there. On the outside, Blue Pigeon up close but hard held while third. And then it's Court Dancer over the inside, running along in fourth. Marvin's Miracle is a well-held fifth now. On the inside, So Lonesome runs in sixth. Social Rebellion is seventh. Gridley here takes to the outside, eighth. Fanning Balderdash wide into the turn. The trailer is sidearm, and the leader is Carolinian, who bounds clear from the field by 3, turning into the backstretch run. Court Dancer runs along in second. Mayshares on hold while third. Marvin's Miracle in behind horses and in reserve while racing along in fourth. And then Blue Pigeon settles into an easy beat here in midfield, about 7 lengths from the lead. Then it's Social Rebellion, So Lonesome, Balderdash, Gridley here, and Sidearm still the trailer. Carolinian still the leader through a half mile and 49 3/5 seconds. So they head for the far turn with Carolinian to catch. Court Dancer second and Mayshares third on the outside. Marvin's Miracle on the fence and fourth. Social Rebellion out there 3 wide and 5th now. And then it's Blue Pigeon down toward the rail. About 5.5 lengths from the lead. We'll have to find a way through as the field turns for home with Carolinian in front. Court Dancer full out 2nd. Marvin's Miracle just in behind the lead 3rd. Mayshares is 4th. And Blue Pigeon is switched to the outside and runs to daylight now. So Lonesome on the far outside. Marvin's Miracle coming through on the rail. Mayshares is right there. And Court Dancer and Blue Pigeon and So Lonesome on the outside. Blanket finish. Marvin's Miracle nearly as they come down to the line. Blue Pigeon and on the outside. So Lonesome photo finish. So Lonesome, Marvin's Miracle right there together with Blue Pigeon in between them.
So Lonesome. Joel Rosario, not lonesome in the winner's circle for Tom Bush. And Tom Bush, gentleman who I think does terrific work suffering through a very, very tough 2013. This victory for So Lonesome should help a little bit, returning $15.60. The trifecta of favorites are next. Marvin's Miracle, Blue Pigeon, but Mayshares, the 9-5 favorite, finishes 4th. Middle Stakes race on Saturday afternoon, 11 furlongs on the turf, the Red Smith Handicap.
And they're off. Mission approved after the early lead. And then it's Slip and Drive, who's come out running 2nd down to the inside. Arctic North is away Thursday move for the first turn. Hyper's forwardly placed, and on the far outside it's Natello. So around the first turn they go, and it is a Mission approved. The leader a length. Natello sits out there, runs along in 2nd. Slip and Drive on hold, we're running in 3rd. Sandy in the Sun is now 4th. Hyper the favorite is 5th, and then the clear on the outside. And then it's Arctic North running now 6th down toward the rail. How Great is 7th, and Imagining is 9th, following Hyper around there. And farther back, it's Elusive Strike, now running down toward the inside. Right next to that one is Sky Blazer, and the 2 at the back of the pack here are Hangover Kid, and the filly Tannery is the last of them all. So here is Mission Approved with his usual front-running gambit, out there leading the field by 2 lengths. Half mile is up in 50 4/5 seconds. Natello continues on in 2nd and remains off the rail. Imagining tipped 3 wide round the 2nd turn, and then Slip and Drive running 4th while saving ground. Hyper's in behind horses, now racing in 5th position, followed by Sky Blazer 6th on the outside. Then Longshot Sandy in the Sun, now 7th toward the rail. How Great is a covered up 9th, followed by Arctic North, now 10th down to the inside. Then farther back, it's Hangover Kid, Elusive Strike, and Tannery remains the trailer. She's about 9 lengths from the lead here with a half mile to go in this marathon. So up front, it's still that 9-year-old long shot leader, Mission Approved. Natello right off his flank now, and Imagining ready to roll, and the clear on the outside is 3rd. Slip and Drive being ridden along now 4th. Sky Blazer following Imagining around the far turn. Hyper 6th, still about 5.5 or 6 lengths from the lead. How Great revving up on the far outside as the tempo really starts to increase here. Sandy in the Sun is given away toward the rail. Hangover Kid on the outside. Tannery is 8 from the front at the top of the stretch. Coming to the final furlong, and it's still Mission Approved, but here comes Imagining on the outside, and Slip and Drive coming through on the rail. Here comes Slip and Drive, and a late run coming from Hyper and Arctic North. Sky Blazer on the outside, Hangover Kid late in the game, and they're coming down to the finish, and it is Imagining holding on. Hangover Kid and Tannery came from way out of it in a photo for 2nd there.
Imagining off the pace for Joel Rosario, scores a 1/2 length victory for the Phipps stable. Shug McGahee, 2nd choice in the wagering. Imagining returns $8.30. Hangover Kid, the New York State bred that I had a fancy for, well back early, I thought would sit a very good trip at 23 to 1. Finishes the 2nd best trip of the day. The filly Tannery, well back early, finishes 3rd. Hyper, the 3 to 2 favorite, finishes 8th in the Red Smith. And wrapping up the stakes action at the Big A on Saturday afternoon, the Move It Now Stakes.
And they're off. Bond Vigilante breaking well from that inside post and comes off the rail several paths. Brigand is right up there with Bond Vigilante. And not far behind them, it's Fox Rules running in 3rd. Spa City Fever 4 wide 4th. Zetterholm 5 wide 5th. And up in behind the leaders, it's Money in Her Pocket close to the pace in 6th. At the back of the pack, the trio of Zivo, Sol and Awesome Vision. So it's Bon Vigilante being pushed along here by Brigand. Fox Rule's not far behind and moving toward the outside. Spa City Fever. Zetterholm remains well out into the track. Money in Your Pocket kept close to the pace, just 3 lengths from it. Social Saw and Zevo together, 2.5 lengths back to Awesome Vision, who's now dropped about 9 lengths from the lead, and they're halfway home in 46 seconds flat. A testing pace here for Bon Vigilante and Brigand. Spa City Fever up and on this hard pace, a length and a half back, and Zetterholm now beginning to rev up on the outside. Another 3 back to Money in Your Pocket. And Awesome Vision, last on the backstretch, is coming with a bold rally on the far outside. Zevo's in behind him as they turn for home. Here's Zetterholm on the outside. Bon Vigilante toward the rails. Spa City Fever comes on through between them. Those 3 at the 8th pole together. Awesome Vision trying to catch him, and Zevo's trying to catch him too, and here comes Zevo between horses. Awesome Vision has made a last to first move, but Zevo's coming hard down toward the rail. Awesome Vision, Zevo! Awesome Vision ahead. Zevo second, 3-way photo for third. Zetterholm, Spa City Fever, Bon Vigilante.
Race goes to Awesome Vision, the West Point Thoroughbred, Tom Albatrani, Irad Ortiz. They score the head victory in here, returning $14.20. Zevo finishes second. Zetterholm finishes third. So we have the A to Z trifecta, ladies and gentlemen. Bon Vigilante, the 9-5 favorite who made the early pace, finishes 5th as the chalk in the Move It Now. 2 stakes races to bring you on Sunday afternoon, and by the time the early pick 3 was over, so was the stakes action. The opener on Sunday, the Duluth.
And they're off. Wind of Bosphorus away well. Chamois down at the rail. They make the bend now and straighten away, and it's Chamois who's got the lead by 2 lengths. Joha moves into second with Wind of Bosphorus on the outside in third. Then it's the trio of Not a Cat But a Llama. In between horses is a Tattenham, and on the outside is Vinny Good Times. As they move for the clubhouse turn, Chamois has opened up here. It's Chamois in front by almost 4. Joha runs in second. Wind of Bosphorus, Vinny Good Times, Not a Cat But a Llama all together. Mills runs in 6th. Then it's Tattenham in 7th, and North Slope trails the field in 8th. Opening quarter over the good going 24 1/5 seconds. Chamois in front, but that lead is now gone as Vinny Good Times moves up on the outside to poke ahead in front. Vinny Good Times by a head. Chamois at the rail. Half mile 49 2. Joha runs in third. Then it's Wind of Bosphorus, Not a Cat But a Llama right together. Mills in the clear on the outside. At the back are Tattenham and North Slope as they approach the far turn. And it is Vinny Good Times in front here by almost a length. Chamois runs in second. Then it's Joha in third. On the outside is Mills, Not a Cat But a Llama down towards the rail, 3/4, 13 3, and they're at the head of the stretch, and Chamois has retaken the lead now. It's Chamois in front. Down at the rail, Vinny Good Times, Not a Cat But a Llama, now has racing room and has come on through. Chamois with the lead, Not a Cat But a Llama in second. Chamois clear again, Chamois in front by 4. Then Not a Cat But a Llama, Joha, North Slope on the outside with Tattenham. Chamois takes it, Not a Cat But a Llama was second. Looked like Joha got third.
Joel Rosario aboard the winner for Christophe Clement, the offspring of Smart Strike, scores the $12.60 victory in the Duluth Stakes. Not a Cat But a Llama, the 9-5 favorite, finishes second. Joha finishes third in Sunday's Duluth. The third race on Sunday afternoon's card on the main track, the Slew of Gold Stakes.
And they're off. Bit of a bobble there at the start for number 1, Quick Casablanca. Percussion out for the lead with Aussie Austin far outside, Romancing the Gold. Romancing the Gold clears the field and is in front going into the clubhouse turn. Percussion races in second, Aussie Austin alongside in third. Don Dolce takes to the inside, running in fourth. Bigger is Better next in fifth. Then it's Adigan, Quick Casablanca, and a break of 6 or 7 lengths back to Fast Falcon, who trails the field in 8th, and now they're on the backstretch. Opening quarter mile in 24 2/5 seconds. Big long shot, Romancing the Gold in front by a length and a half over Percussion. On the outside is Aussie Austin in third. Then Don Dolce in fourth. 2.5 to Bigger is Better Racing in fifth. It's another 2.5 to Atagun in sixth, followed by Quick Casablanca and Fast Falcon still trails. Half mile, 49 and 2/5 seconds. Romancing the Gold, 3/4 of a length over Percussion. Aussie Austin on the outside, and Don Dolce is down at the rail, about 3 lengths from the lead of Romancing the Gold, who's in front by a half length. Percussion now inching closer on the outside. Aussie Austin, Don Dolce, heads apart third and fourth. Adigan moving well on the outside from fifth. Then it's Bigger is Better in sixth, and Quick Casablanca 3/4 in 1:13 and 4 as the field comes for the head of the stretch. 4 of them stacked across. Percussion in between. On the outside is Adigan. Romancing the Gold battles on, and Aussie Austin's in between horses, and down at the rail here comes Don Dolce. Bigger is Better still in with a chance, wide open with a 16th to the finish. It is Percussion, and on the inside it's Don Dolce, and on the outside it's Bigger is Better. They come for the wire. Photo finish between the two grays. Was it Bigger is Better or Don Dolce?
Bigger is better, ladies and gentlemen. In this case, it certainly is, to the tune of $18.80. Don Dolce finishes second. That's the second choice at 7-2. The favorite, Percussion, 9-5 choice, finishes third in the Slew of Gold. Well, that wraps up this week's edition of HNC, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy all your thoroughbred action from around the country, and join us next time on Horses and Courses.